So I woke up this morning, as usual. That's usually what people do. I woke up this morning and I decided that I would read something called the 1518 Dancing Plague because I was bored and I just randomly stumbled upon it. And then I decided, hey, I might as well rant about it. And there's no one to rant to, so I'm going to rant to you. I'm going to annoy you with my rants. So go ahead, play something, eat something, just listen to me in the background, might as well. It was about a girl, like a woman, who stepped out of her house and just started dancing. And thousands of people joined in, started dancing as well, and this led to a ton of deaths as well, just by these dancing. Sounds like a TikTok trend, doesn't it? Sounded like a TikTok trend. But no, it was 1518, it was medieval France. Yep, I know, France. So, basically, this fever dream starts with one woman, Frau Tarafe. It started in July 1518, Strasbourg. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm not good at pronouncing names. She walked outside, she was gonna go get fresh air or yell at a neighbor, obviously. And instead, she starts doing full body dancing. There was no music, there was no crowd, there was no warning, just dancing. Neighbors were watching her like thinking she was possessed. But she wouldn't stop. She danced for hours, then she danced the next day, and the next. Her husband begged her to sit down. She basically told him, nah. By the fourth day, people weren't even shocked anymore. She had become background noise. Then, people started joining. First a handful, then a dozen. Eventually, over 400 people had joined in on this dance. Just imagine going to work, right? Turning the corner, and the entire street is just dancing. Just sitting there dancing. There were records of people dancing until their ribs broke from exhaustion, feet shredding, hearts giving out. I'm stupid. People literally dancing to death. Now, you'd expect the doctors to show up and say something wise, but no. These were medieval doctors we're talking about. They just looked at the whole city full of collapsing dancers and said, yeah, they just have too much blood. Let's fix this with more dancing. So, the city literally set up a stage, hired magicians, invited drummers and pipers. They were hosting a giant festival of people that didn't even want to be at a festival. Imagine being forced to dance against your will while some guy in a medieval vest is playing the recorder like it's a party. The peak human stupidity, okay? Now, there's a couple theories as to why this happened. Number one was ergot poisoning. Now, I think I said that right. So, ergot poisoning is basically the medieval LSD. Ergot grows on old damp rye and can mess your brain up. Hallucinations, consolvings, basically the devil's sourdough. But here's the problem. It didn't explain how people danced in sync for weeks. Ergot victims usually collapse, not moonwalk down the street. It's possible, but it's a pretty low chance. Now, number two was the mass psychogenic illness. This one kinda makes more sense. Strasbourg was suffering. Diseases, poverty, constant fear, religious paranoia. Basically, the whole medieval stuff. People were mentally fried. So when one woman breaks, the whole town goes. It's like psychological domino effect. One mind snaps and everyone's stress hits critical mass. This theory makes the most sense because it's basically just a normal humanity thing. A lot of people have copied others through social experiments and all that kind of stuff. And number three was religious fear. Back then, people genuinely believed Saint Vitus could curse you into dancing uncontrollably if you sinned. Like your punishment was being locked into a cosmic Just Dance session. Eventually, the city officials realized that hosting a concert for dying people was, shockingly, a bad idea. So they stopped the music and physically removed the dancers, dragged them to a mountain shrine, made them pray, treated their feet, forced rest. Slowly, the dancing stopped. People woke up like they'd been unplugged from some nightmare. No final moment, no. And then it vanished. Historians still don't exactly know what happened. The dancing plague was never fully explained. It never happened again on this scale. It's just one of those weird historical movements where the brain collectively bugged out. And honestly, it proves something pretty unsettling. People don't need TikTok, peer pressure, or trends to do something insane together. We've always been like this. Humanity comes pre-installed with glitches. So yeah, that's the 1518 Dancing Plague. Yeah. Yeah. Bye-bye.